You're on the air.
So, what does it mean to be glamorous?
Fabulous.
Fabulous. What does glamorous look like?
Pretty.
Pretty.
Over the top.
Over the top.
Noticeable.
Okay, pardon?
Noticeable.
Oh, all right. So glamour. Now, how can violence be made to look like what you just described? That doesn't sound right. But our culture does that. How does it make violence fabulous?
In movies.
Yeah, great. How in movies? You're right on it.
Everyone wants to be part of a heist.
Okay, good. So you see the leadership, and they're powerful, and they come in and they can wipe out anyone they want. It's romantic, it's glamorous, they're looking stylish. What kind of a message is that really saying?
That gangs are good.
Yeah. How you go to see just a regular entertaining movie. If you count how many murders happen in that movie for entertainment, and you sit back for a second and you said, why is murder so entertaining in America? You start to realize we've got some work to do on what we're teaching each other, right? So how do you de-glamorize something? Because we don't, if it's still not engaging, entertainment, we want that. We want people to be brought forward, right? So you don't want a message of de-glamorize that's so off-putting that no one wants to look at it, right? Our challenge is a double one. De-glamorize the violence in an interesting way. So how do you de-glamorize something?
You show the reality, the ugly side.
Excellent. So what we don't see is that a single bullet, there's a documentary called Path of a Bullet. It was made here in LA, and it shows the destruction in one young boy's body of a single bullet. And after you've seen that movie, never again when you watch a movie where they're just shooting away and bam, 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 you get up and you keep running, bam, 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 you keep going, wham, 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 you get up, bam, 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 and you realize how horribly unrealistic of pain and suffering that is. So one of your challenges is kind of like invite them forward with the picture they think it is, and maybe shock them with the contrast of the reality that it is. You know, you say, gangs form families, and then you're in front of a little box of your brother who's just murdered by a gang member. Forms families? How about kills families? You know what I'm saying? So think about the stereotypes they use to glamorize themselves. Well, he's got my back, man. No one else has got my back. No, man, if I go to the wrong neighborhood and say the wrong thing, he's going to turn on me in a second. Hey, how come you're talking to those Asians, man? Who do you think you are now? So they use these glamorous terms like family, and they got my back, and they're all these positive things. You check it out in reality, it's not true. Add drug addiction, add all these other things. So play with what society does already. Only you get to do something society doesn't. Flip the chart. Get me thinking it's one thing, and then you give me an image that makes me go, I don't know what to do with that. And it's okay if it's uncomfortable. It's okay if we're a little shocked, because the truth is shocking. One of our challenges is we've gotten numb to being shocked, right? We have so much stuff. We lose one mother and one child's reality, right? We lose that this child had hope, and now there's no hope. They're gone. So play with this. So don't be afraid of what the glamour picture looks like, because you might use that to lead me to the de-glamour picture. And that's where we're going to help you with statistics and things looking in the city and looking at ourselves. But you know it too. Start thinking, how would I do that? How would I get them think, oh, that's cool, that's cool. And then all of a sudden you show them something that challenges them. Just like when they say, you know, he dissed me, man, he disrespected me. Now, they're using respect in a way that's not true respect. They mean my power to intimidate you or threaten you. That's not respect. Respect is earned because you show compassion for someone. See what I'm saying? So they use the word respect, but no one's correcting them. No one's saying, you know what? That's not respect. That's just being a bully. You know what I'm saying? Or strength, yeah, man, hey, man, you know, the mad dog and someone looking really hard. You know, when in fact that's a cover for my cowardice. It takes bravery not to fight. You hear what I'm saying? Bravery not to hit back. See how, so we got to play with that. So think about the terms they use and how they use them and how our culture bombards us with glamorized pictures of violence and the romance of it and isn't this cool and so exciting. And find ways in your own creativity and your own way of looking at it so that then, as I say, in some way you flip it. In some way you stop us in our tracks, so I have to all of a sudden say, wait a minute, that's not so funny after all. And then if we have like we could have real names of real people in the community that died or something. I mean, to show like, this is what's happening.
Let's go to a morgue.
You're not kidding. You could show, you can do all kinds of things here. So you need to brainstorm, give yourself permission to just think about any and all ideas. Over time, we will all decide which we think are the best. But you get a feel for what I'm saying? And I want you to understand how incredibly important your ideas are going to be, and they're going to be used for a city. You're going to help a city. Okay? You're helping a major city in the United States. So this is what empowerment's really about. Okay? Is taking what you feel. Don't be afraid to get angry and think, oh, how can I channel that creatively? And whatever it is right now, don't hold yourself back. Okay? So that's the flavor, that's the beginning. Next week you'll meet the rest of the committee and we'll all sit around and talk about it. And you already have had a little time to play with it. And Bob's moving you on the fast track of all the technology and all that great stuff. But I just wanted to give you that first feeling. By the way, what you're looking at is a perfect example of honor. First of all, it's honoring women who we tend to erase and dishonor in our culture and society. So notice that it's just an honoring with a feminine principle. Each one of them represents different cultures, but if you look carefully, you'll notice that each one of them is carrying emblems of another culture at the same time. So it's saying not just honoring my own culture, I honor other cultures all the way around. Okay? So sometime you'll take a closer look and kind of look at the different representations. But it's a deeper message. It's good to be proud of your cultural background, but you need to be proud of other cultural backgrounds too. And you need to show that, no, I can see you too. I'm not just this, and you're not apart from me. We share in struggles, and we share with the hope of a good life. All right? Sounds good to me.